Hey, everyone, it's Isaiah. Welcome. Just give me a minute to get rid of this thing that says that the live starts soon because it has started already. Welcome. I'm Isaiah from IsaiahBell.com in case you don't remember me. And I'm coming to talk about, guess what? OTALOCO. Yes. But, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I am going to talk with our surprise guest VIP speaker, Tonya Melendez. Hey, Tonya, I'm so excited that you decided to join us. It's
Thank
like
you.
it's really the cherry on top of the cake. I mean, we had a beautiful cake with Loco, but what a beautiful cherry you do make. I'm
Uh,
so honored and happy to have you.
oh, I am so grateful to be here, Asaya. And I just thank you and your team and all of the other speakers. I love gathering with my beloveds who also love tarot and oracle cards. So, of course, I am so grateful that you invited me as a surprise special guest because, in these ever changing times that we are living in, inclusion and diversity is so important, but nothing is more important than us diving into our spiritual work as light seers. So again, just thank you. And the oracle and the tarot are some of our best and easiest divination practices, and we have
Agreed.
them right there in our hands. And I know our amazing sponsor is going to share even more with that. But again, just thank you so much.
I'm so excited. So we're going to divulge a little secret here. Actually, we've met before, like long before. I think it was even before COVID. Of course, we've
Absolutely.
met online because we live on either side of the pond, as the British would say. But we have met before, and I didn't even dare to reach out to you because I was doing this event and I was like, yeah, sure, I would like to have big names, but who am I to? So I didn't even reach out to you. It was like, okay, yeah, I know this woman, but she's this amazing award-winning psychic medium. So it's like, okay, no, I don't do. And I didn't reach out to you. Actually, you reached out to me thanks to our beautiful sponsor who and I was like, oh great, that, and I was so happy that it turned out that my kind of feeling little and tiny turned out to be useless and that you're still here. um, because there's that is exactly, and why am I telling this story? First of all, because I love stories, um, but also because there is so much of that in what I wanted to put in Autoloco. That cards are for everyone, for big celebrities like yourself, for small people who maybe just bought their first deck. And yes, there is a spot for you in Autoloco as well, and because we all are card players, or we all could be if we want to. Um, and I love that we have the whole variety and the whole panel of both um, beginners, readers, creators of deck, artists, and the big. Um, yeah, we have a couple of big names, and I'm really happy about that. And the diversity that you bring to the table is something that I am so happy that it finally happened. And yeah, thank you, really.
No, thank you. Because you said it, and this is the thing. We have to recognize that our tarot and our oracle cards are tools for all of us. They're not colonized except by the creators and our thinking. So really, us having this diverse experience together as oracle and tarot card lovers, that's how we are going to be the leaders. Again, as light workers, we are leaders of
Absolutely.
healing experience, and boy do we need it now. And so, especially as I just shared, the tarot and the oracle cards, these are our self-initiation tools. These are our daily self-initiation tools. And as light workers, leaders, we have to get this daily insight, because every day we learn something different. Our intuition is always talking to us, and our divination tools like the tarot and the oracle cards remind us that our invisible language is always running in the background. And in fact, it encourages us to bring it to the forefront. And so I'm really looking forward to being a part of this event, to not only bringing the diversity, but also reminding each of us that we're all a student of tarot, right? Tarot is a forever learning thing, as well as with the oracle cards, because we all have these creative imaginations. I mean, and we think about how many cards were there, how many card decks were there before compared to how many card decks there are now. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting more diverse and more intricate and more detailed and more, just so many more things than ever before, because we love having that daily connection to our spiritual self.
Yeah.
We love having that daily connection to our intuitive self. And that's what the energy of OTALOCO really is bringing us all together and saying, we can be crazy about cards if we want to. And so it lets
Absolutely.
us have our
Permission
card
given to
hanging heads.
play.
Exactly.
And connect with the inside. I love that, because there is obviously the cards are a tool or a medium or conduit, but the connection is first and foremost with ourselves. Now, so many of us, we're kind of almost afraid to connect with, and we're not afraid to connect, but rather afraid that we won't have have clarity. And that's when the cards, for me, helped me, at least, when I began playing with the cards. It was also kind of a reassurance that what I was hearing or seeing or believing was actually confirmed by the card, and then I would go one step further. There's a spot for everyone in OTALOCO.
Yeah. And I love what you just said too, that the cards, the first thing they do is bring us that clarity, and then they give us that connection. And then it's that confirmation. And it's sometimes, we pick a card and we're like, oh, I don't want that card. But that is the card that we need to see, that we're not trying to do, the work within. And so this is why, again, that tarot and oracle cards are teachers and students for us at the same time, which is why we're drawn to the decks that we're drawn to. When I was at the Phil and at the Tarot Del Mundo, I never saw so many decks. There was decks and I'm like, look at this one and look at that. I mean, up to from the ceiling to the floor full of decks, because there's something for everyone. And that inclusivity part is why I love what OTALOCO stands for, because it really is for all of us.
Yeah.
And we all love our oracle and tarot cards. And so I'm so excited about us being able to share the joy and love of that.
I have a question. That I have dared to ask to almost every one of my speakers. How many decks? How many decks on your shelves? How many decks do you have?
Wow.
Are you owning your numbers?
Yeah, actually, I don't know, but I don't have as many as I used to, because with travel, and now living as an expat, I have to be mindful. And it's also about living. For me, it's simply living. How many can I usually have? But I mean, I could go nuts, and I really not to. But I do have to say I have quite a few, more than 20, but less than 50. Let's say that, right?
Okay, congratulations. And as we know, very soon we can also have that many decks on Deckible, which means we don't even need to carry all those decks around.
Exactly. And I love that so much. I love it so much.
So for those of us who want to know roughly what you're doing in OTALOCO, so you're doing two things. You're hijacking my opening address. Oh my God, how am I allowing that? So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Well, my morning, not even. It's my afternoon, actually.
It's my morning or evening. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I'll bring
exactly.
it
Yeah,
bright and early tomorrow morning. Yeah.
absolutely. And mostly, and more seriously, although, we might have a serious conversation tomorrow morning, we pushed a little bit the walls because I was so honored that you agreed to come and tell us your predictions and prophecies for 2024. So that will be almost the last talk of OTALOCO. I'm just doing the closure with my bestie Chris Wallace, who is actually also at the origin of OTALOCO. So we're closing together. But before that, we'll have you and your predictions and prophecies, which is like, oh my God. Do you have
Yeah.
sneak peeks, or can we
I
ask for
do have
sneak
a
peeks? No.
sneak peek. Yeah, here's a sneak peek. And I want everyone to take this in right now because we're still in this Cancer energy. We're still in a lot of energy with the Gemini full moon, but now the moon has moved into Cancer. So our intuitive senses are the highest, right? And it's the second to the last full moon of the year. So take this in. As spiritual entrepreneurs and as spiritual, as I said, leaders, teachers, healers, whatever it is that we do, recognize and know the importance of your work. Recognize and know the importance and the value of what you are providing, because our work is going to be more needed and necessary. It's just like now that the NFL is finally doing yoga, right, in their daily practices, you know, and I don't know why I brought that in, but if we think about how 5 years ago, if you talked about tarot and crystals, everybody would think, oh my God, you're so
Yeah,
weird.
the
But
gypsy in the
now,
caravan over there.
right. And now everybody, now you say tarot, oh yeah, I have a spiritual advisor. We are being prepared for something, and that something is the reclaiming and the acknowledgement of our power as spiritual entrepreneurs. So we're moving from the hustle culture back into the grounded spiritual, because it is a year of abundance. Don't let me get started. I've got so much prepared for us, and
Okay,
so
well,
yeah, but get ready.
I'm getting
Get ready.
excited, and I suggest that everybody gets excited because this is big. I'm really, really happy that you agreed to do that with us and for us.
Absolutely.
And well, we will see you this weekend then. You're also, I shall extend my live invitation to you to come and join us in the live panels if you feel like it.
Absolutely. I
And
can't wait to
oh,
be
and I,
there.
I also wanted to say, because I've not been stressing that enough, that anyone watching your talk will be automatically registered for a freebie by you. And there's also an amazing offer to work with you on the website that will be sent to all the attendees as well. So thank you very, very much, Tonya, for all this amazingness. And I will talk to you very soon, i.e., tomorrow, your morning.
Yes,
Bye for
my
now.
morning, your evening. Bye for now, beloveds. Thank you.